Waiting?
Now they're good.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, now pop up here for me. Alright, so we just testing to make sure the light on. Alright, just testing to make sure the light on. Only change the angle of the camera here. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. Alright. So first and foremost, when I give up praises to
Yahweh, Ba'asam, Yahusai, Ba'asam, Rakak, Wadas.
Right, we see them on the apostles and elders of great mercy and rule well. Our teachers in the truth, right? That teach us the truth daily, constantly, right? See, salutation, so they ask them to the question, would not truth and sincerity day in and day out, right? In season, out of season, constantly, fervently, in heat, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, right? William back the house of David, right? We say Shalom. Once again, we say that the prophesy and the downfall of this kingdom, and to wake back up the elect of the house of Israel, right? Which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, right? And the confusion of faces that are mixed around the rest of the nations and so on, right? So you know, we will call the year of prophecy, right? And year of things playing off right in front of our eyes. You know, as the scriptures say, we the things we see in is what the kings and the prophets of before wanted to see. You know, you have something? Alright, okay, ma'am, Revelation 1 verse 3.
We are watchmen, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, this Revelation 1 verse 3.
Right, Father God.
He said, blessed is he that readeth,
Yeah.
and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written
So it's
therein.
blessed them by the reading. So you're constantly reading, you know, and a good thing too is always reading over the scriptures and reading over your precepts. Because if you go to Psalms, what King David said, through his precepts he gets understanding. So you keep on going back over, and you say any other way is a false way. So at the end of the day, that is the way you're supposed to read the scriptures too, the way that it was written for us to read through your precepts. Precept upon precept, line upon line. So you going over back your precepts and going through back your scriptures is a very good thing, because through that you're practicing yourself and you're learning here, you know. As when you keep on doing something over and over, you get good at it. You get verse, you know, you become versatile. That's why when select let's struck fast, right? Yes, so you get versatile. So that when people pass and they'll say, wait, what are these men quoting these scriptures? That, you know, not taking no vain glory away, but just to show you that, hey, it's you doing the right thing. That's how it's supposed to be. That you're supposed to be in the scriptures, and these people supposed to be seeing that light that you in the scriptures, right? Because outside here, it have nobody else going to the scriptures that how we do, right? Like I was recently watching a video where Vocab Malone he did a video stating that exposing the Hebrew Israelites and so forth, but he can't expose. You understand? At the end of the day, it's the Father's will. You can't fight with the Father set up to ordain, right? That's how it is. That already predestined to happen, so we already predestined to teach outside here. You understand? So you come and do that video about exposing, and when you watch the video, they bring out no precepts to denounce what it is we're doing, because they can't in no form or no way denounce what we're doing or show that what we're doing wrong. We go straight into the scriptures to prove what it is we're saying, and that is what you're supposed to be doing. So when you're outside there, and the flood that recently happened in China, we're outside there and we're telling people that destruction soon going to happen to China, right? We was basically saying that, yeah, when I first come into the truth, my teacher was teaching that, his teacher before him was teaching that, and so forth. And it goes straight. Yeah. And that way it was. We was talking that. Yeah. Yeah, something I'm going on. Yeah, you went on. 1
Timothy 4 verse 13. He said, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Right? I'm going to jump to verse 15. He said, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Right? Verse 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Go ahead, break it on.
Yeah. So as the brother was saying, right? Give attendance to reading. Right? I say till he come, give attendance to the reading.
That's right.
Right? And the revelation what your brother is saying is that blessed is he that readeth now, boy. So you have to be in the scriptures. You understand? In the scriptures. Right? And that when he say that you will save them that hear thee. Right? Say continue to it now, boy. So you will be the understanding, you'll get the perfect understanding, right? Because sometimes you might read, you might go child lesson, go over some precepts, and when you really catch it's like, hey, but this was really lining up. You might get the first time, when you read it the second or the third time, you might get the third time, hey, but this line up with something was, but back then concerning history, you understand? So you start to get to unfold the scriptures. You get perfect understanding, break down the scriptures.
Yeah.
The more you go through it.
Like even like recently I was reading over the story King David when he went to fight Goliath, and when you read over the story you get to get the full understanding, because you see what going on is that people, most jakes make Esau tell them the story, and they themselves can grasp what it really went on. So when you go and read over back the story of David and Goliath, you gotta understand that David was basically shutting up Goliath too. And you gotta understand that hey, the Lord was with David, that's why he took down Goliath. Yeah, you understand? And that was Billy faith. So and they don't even show you that. Esau don't even show you that. You understand? They don't show you those stuff. And yeah, they show it, and some of the stories they show you how David really hit in the stone. But after, what David do? David went on the back and take off his head with a sword. You understand? They ain't showing that, but that doesn't show how hardcore it was too. You know, so you can read about the Revelation 1 verse 3 for man. If you're going for something, let's read it.
That's one.
Yeah, and then to add to that simple David and Goliath story, David was seen through spiritual life. David had no fear.
Yeah,
so by continuing reading, you actually build up your spirit, and this is what you need to do in this time.
Yeah.
To build up it. So when people despair and thing, you seen something different. You seen the positive side that just now is my time, because you seen the signs and they come up now. This flood is just a drop in the bucket, you know.
Yeah.
I was talking to Rai, imagine 40 days and 40 nights back then.
Yeah.
One day and half of Trinidad went down.
One and a half day.
Yeah, 1.5 day. And little drizzle, I don't know, heavy.
And also the brother say, you still picturing 40 days and 40 nights, and then you was picturing the story. I say, well, imagine 5 days here now. Imagine
one more day.
Yeah, imagine one more day.
1.5 day and the water down by roof.
Yeah, roof. You know?
1.5 day.
Like what should I live in a bridge? We said across a bridge to go home, that bridge fall up. You understand? And that was basically a new bridge for about what, 10 years back, and it's a Bailey Bridge, which was supposed to be built in a perfect form. You know? Yeah. So that is to show you the destruction to come, and we enter in what you call Jacob's trouble. And plenty people teach that Jacob's trouble already gone. But Jacob's trouble ain't happened yet. Right? We basically end that coming into the beginning of it. Right? Because we talking about the sorrows that are going to take part in this land here. We talking about the petrodollar, which is the US dollar going and crash. We talking about China and Russia going against America and so on. We seen wars, we seen rumors of wars, we seen earthquakes in diverse places. We talking about death and destruction. That we talking about
spiritual life.
Yeah, to the spiritual life.
Jacob trouble is there's heavy. Yeah, heavy affliction. That's where we get light. Things are going on around the world. Light. Jacob trouble is real pressure.
Even when I read Jeremiah 30, when you go into the Jacob's trouble, what Jeremiah say? He said men go hold the loins like a woman in travail. And a woman in travail, meaning pain, you know.
Bring it out.
Bring on the Revelation. Finish up this first. Nah, bring it back too. Yeah.
This is Revelation 1 verse 3. Yeah. He said, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So blesses them that hear the word of this prophecy too. Them that go be passing, and them that actually hearken unto the prophecies, the things they're saying, the things that they're bringing out. Because not much people grasp the prophecies we speak. And at the end of the day, so be it, because at least they hear it, so the blood wash off our hands. But at the end of the day, blesses them that actually hear it and keep it, because they know what is going to happen to this place. You know?
Well, this is 1 Timothy 4:16. Yeah. He said, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, and continue in them in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Right, and continue in them. It didn't say stop. You know, it didn't say slack off. That's what the Lord says, He goes speed about anyone that lukewarm and so forth. You gotta continue. You know, continue. And let's read over the last line for me.
Yeah. You say here, For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself
Save thyself.
and them that hear thee.
And then not hear thee, because in a day when you go into it, you teaching as well. Or we set up here to be teachers too.
Can.
You understand? And we have to teach. Not all the time the brothers go be around each other. That sometimes brothers go split, brothers might move out. Brothers might go to a different state. But in a day, you have to come outside and teach, because you still have to warn. You know, and what the Lord say, you set up watchmen and use our watchmen. You know? Good, now we go.
And them who hear, if they take heed, as the scripture say, they will save themselves, you understand?
Yeah.
Like because I was probably talking about a wise man will hear instruction about and take the warning.
Yeah.
You understand? So as the brother saying, you know, we always have to try and warn them. Because before you go side the store and send instruction, you always warn. You always give warning first. That way you perfect in all the ways. Right? So
Yeah, and a quick warning too is when you give Belshazzar, when you send you warning on the mirror, you understand, you still give him warning.
Another chance, yeah.
Yeah, you still give them warning. I just show the Lord gives you a warning first before something happens. You understand? They didn't tell Moses that when you read Deuteronomy 32 and so forth, he talk about the latter end and so on. But we didn't hearken. You understand? We didn't hearken, we go off, and we're still going off today, because you know what? Going through the flood that happened, Jakes was cooking the curry in a pot, the lime outside there, because they think everything is a joke. Everything is a joke, because some didn't went through the pain like what others went through. And then them that didn't went through the pain, they was basically laughing and joking and think it's a kicks. As soon to come, the Lord ain't gonna play with you all, because the Lord say he go play with all flesh. And I was in a live stream with our brother earlier this week. I'm also telling them that hey, the scriptures we send out here is to rebuke them with words, but the Lord say he will rebuke them with fire to come. So the Lord ain't coming to rebuke all with words no more. He coming to destroy all of it. That is the rebuke. You all are going to get destruction, and that is what is going to be the best rebuke for you 2/3, right? And the rest are heathen nations and so forth.
And that's the art what you say in the act that and it will be justified.
Yeah.
When you read Deuteronomy the 32nd chapter, as you know mentioned, the Most High say he will hide his face from them.
Yeah.
Meaning he will hide his word.
Yeah.
And he will see what the latter end will be. Understand?
Yeah.
So it will be justified.
Yeah, because even I was reading let me see if I find the article here, as I mentioned that day. I think I have to take a picture of it. But it's talking about the famine and the word, right? And it doesn't show how this place is going to be faithless. And you really going to see it like how it's going to be the days of Noah. And I was saying, brother, that doesn't show how everything correspond with each other. And that doesn't show that we are the Jakes, we are the Israelites that the Bible talk about. Because who else partying and drinking at a time of flood? Indonesia got an earthquake and I was preparing for tsunami, and they wasn't cooking. They were basically running and screaming. But Jakes, they find a joke into everything. And last minute too. That doesn't show you that there was the same spirits back in the days of Noah. It's cooking pot. Cooking and drinking. Yeah. Having a grand time. I know. Yeah, it's same spirit.
And they actually show you that in the first purge.
Yeah, the first purge.
When they was purging, what Jake was doing, Jake was having a party in the purge. They was having purge party. Yeah, understand? Killing going on and partying.
Yeah, can. That's right.
You know, so that's a show that is spirit now, boy. So that's why when I read Deuteronomy the 32nd chapter, I did a video on that. Was some part this week going the Most High slain going to be justified.
That's right.
Because
we say about Shami Oshai, Rakata to the brother on the common board, right? Yeah, go ahead.
I just add a word what they're saying here. The 2 Peter 2, starting from 5. And spared not the whole world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing into the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overflow, making them an example of those that should live ungodly.
And let's just show and when people just read that and just pass that Sodom and Gomorrah as an example.
Yeah.
And let's just show the spread that is showing the spread that has go people that they say, hey, when these gay marriages, them, you know, God destroy a city, Sodom and Gomorrah for that. And that doesn't show the scriptures playing out right there. And people just pass that. It's written as an example.
Yeah.
So they use it as an example to say, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. This is the punishment for the ungodly. So that what the scriptures saying there, that hey, and that is to show this, that is to show the spread the scriptures don't lie. Right? Is that yes, We use it for example. Even the people that don't even grasp the scriptures, they use that example as well. Because they actually hear people say, hey, God destroy a city for that. So they use it as an example and the Lord was right. So the Mount Gomorrah was an example for them that was ungodly. Right?
Shooting yourself or
Yeah, shooting yourself or be destroyed. And we're going to see that. We're going to see that destruction going to come back and even 10 times, 100 times worse. Because it just wouldn't be Sodom and Gomorrah alone.
And continue here, 7. And deliver just Lot. And Lot was the only righteous person there. Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And 8.
Yeah,
For that righteous.
Vex with the filthy conversation and the wicked. That how it's supposed to be. That is supposed to be. You're supposed to be entertaining this sort of filthy conversation without the You know, you're supposed to be in that kind of mindset. You know, yeah, alright, you walk around them, you think some of them you ain't gonna show no, you ain't gonna show no person swine and so forth. But you ain't gonna start no stupid conversation without tutor. That's supposed to vex the spirit that the level
entertain them.
Yeah, entertain no talk. You know?
Verse 8. For that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah, like this stating out, as I can speak for myself, is that plenty brothers come out in the week and the first thing I tell them, I say, I fed up of this work, fed up of this place. It's everything I just seen is just vexation, but when you watch are wrong, it's just really vexation and spirit. Everything out of order. As Isaiah 10 say, the twist and everything upside down. You know, everything in the wrong way. Because even Isaiah 12 could from Isaiah 12, it's where it say they love evil. They call evil good and good evil. That is to show that will vex your spirit. Because when you're outside here, they call us wicked. But in idea, they call us wicked because you know why? You know why? Because we speak in this word, we prophesy on what is going to happen. We prophesy on the peace that happen here. This place is not we rest. And we ain't going and get no rest here. That comfortable spirit, that's supposed to go from here. You know? I remember I walk in here, and then a brother call me and say, right now I just vexing. I walk in and I feel a kick down this here. And then they were bear with that because that is the situation we put ourselves in. You know, we gotta go through that judgment. We can't hide from that. You have to go through that. But there's the show it's a vexation and spirit. You know, like we know outside here like Nate. You know, we know outside like Nate that actually want to build the kingdom here. We know outside like GOCC. I the same video I was talking about what Boca Malone talking about exposing the Hebrew Israelites. It's that GOCC member jump up on ball. We don't teach that. We just teach Esau could be saved. When it's scriptures Esau say he could be saved, that doesn't show it. They want to be accepted from the world, but we're not supposed to be accepted. We're not supposed to be accepted. We're supposed to be hated and say, blessed are them that hate thee. When they call us madmen and so forth, it's the foolishness of preaching.
John the 17th chapter, when I go down in John the 17th chapter, the Moses, the outside say he gave them the word, and the world hated them because we had the Father word. That's the reason why they hate me, because we have the Father word.
He first. You know, even going to that same John, what they say, same they do the master, same they do the servant. We know no different. Nothing can change. We gotta go through that chastisement and so forth. It's not a smooth thing. We gotta go through it.
Now why the scripture say the righteous will scarcely be saved.
That's right. And say don't worry about them as unrighteous. We study about if them are to be saved for, they're already fit for destruction. When you go into the scriptures, you already know the Lord say what? Some was made for this honor and some was made for honor. Some was made for the sword, some was made for the famine.
Balance coming.
And that's how the balance coming. You know?
Verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. And basically, when you look at this whole thing from 5 down, I'll just give you also an example, as he said about he didn't spare the whole world, but who he spared? He spared only the righteous. He spared the righteous back in Noah days, he spared the righteous back in Sodom and Gomorrah, and everything come back right now. So if you don't look at what he said, he could come back to spare the righteous again. Same thing, yeah. Same thing. That's not different.
I say the elect what is that from the foundation of the earth, you know, from the foundation of the world. So you know that was the army declaring the end from the beginning.
Even when he walk, he went direct to the men we call us to be apostles. Understand? We don't pick them out and put them, and we could say what Peter was Moses. You know, we could say that because through the scripture and so forth, but for the rest we don't know who they is. There could be some, you know, they could be high prophets from before. Well, they had to be high prophets from before because the job they come back to do. Because remember, what Jeremiah said, that the prophets prophesy against kingdoms and so forth. And same thing.
Same thing.
You know?
So you know you say spirit.
Even when I think it's Job say why you go see the Lord in flesh.
Yeah.
You know?
Destroy this body.
Yeah, no destroy this body. So that is to show you that the prophets had to come back.
Even right now, they're back right now.
Even right now they're back. They have to come back through regeneration, everything and regenerate. This will show you how that's going to the regeneration is that if something can regenerate, then it wouldn't exist. And so then how we would have chickens? How would have people to plow the land? At the end of the day, everything has to come back. It's a cycle.
And you know, they say that I find out the lack of them is that they believe that his new souls keep fresh and a new soul. We all have sense.
Somebody could have read that precept for me.
Yeah.
Mark 9, verse 1. I know Yahweh Shai said it best. Chapter 9, verse 1. That's the add to what your brother said.
This is Mark chapter 9, verse 1. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death till they have seen the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai come with power.
Yes, I tell him, a man still living 2,000 years ago. No, they come back. You know, they come back.
And that kingdom goes very deep too. And people just see it as a big city, and you know, that kingdom is weak.
Yeah, the kingdom. We building the temple building right now. We see temple building.
You know, like the Bambol, the third temple.
Yeah.
We see temple that built back in the last.
Exactly. But they see it, they can't see it because that's spiritual thing.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? That's spiritual thing.
So to Yahushua will say, you know, stop them that I can see it also, you can destroy the temple in a day. And in 3 days you build it. Yeah, somebody else talking about the body. Yeah. You understand? But
And actually feels that physical.
you don't think it's, well, and he said,
A big house.
flashing down, man, bust off it. I watch the movie that show us talking about
Nana Gora, the Netflix one.
Yeah,
It's
it's
80, yeah.
80 something. But yeah, I watch that, man. Republic see them. I watch them like, yeah, but tense.
As I said that day, one of the most disrespectful things I'm supposed to do, and I tell the brothers is that if somebody spit in my face, I might slap it on. I might pull the hand and just remember the spit in the Messiah. And I was humble enough to take that. So you feel that you feel the Messiah come and play that. It's a Jake. He remember that spit. He remember that spit. The most disrespectful thing I got is that spit. He spit on the ground. He spit on the ground. He spit on somebody that is beyond disrespectful. Even back in the ancient days, that was considered very disrespectful.
Low. And the man said,
You're beyond a dog when somebody spit on you back in the ancient days.
when you talk about the Ezra, we say they always spittle.
It's like spitters, that is to show the level. The level of spitters, and that's
spit on the Messiah. Yeah, you know.
And that's to show
I slain and the Lord shall be many mentioned.
And now the Lord take up one flesh. You understand? No flesh can go and get away. You understand? You know, now go and play people feel they're going and get caught up. Not just so. I'm being caught up, they go through tribulation first. With the face of Jacob trouble.
Yeah, the face that.
You understand? And to go with that, that's a thing that I want to share because there are plenty of deceptions being taught. For the men that be teaching that we ended up in the 400 days with the Genesis, no, that prophecy already passed. Right? Next year is not the 400 days. If you want to go back into the history of the slavery, right now it's more than 400. It crossed already. So a run time there, you're teaching something false. You don't know when the Messiah going to come. You can never say 2019 is the year the 400 days going to end. Because you know why? When you hear the breakdown of the scriptures, I was watching a live stream the other day, and a man was trying to say that Genesis was talking about the 400 days here. But when the brother break down the scriptures, same the live stream, he say, alright, so you want to go into history, but you using 1960 something for the 400 years. But it was really 1940 something it started. So what happened to the rest of the years from 1940 something to 1960? You leave that out? Because they're trying to make the 400 years sound good, but the 400 years was talking back in Egypt days.
16.
16, no, I said 16. No, I said 16, but then I said 1940 something. No, it was 40 something. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Now,
That's where you say, I think it's Genesis 15, 16, I believe, where you say that they must come back here again because the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full now, boy. You understand? So, you really can't be.
Can't be that.
No.
Can be. So I say that pregnancy deception being taught. And then getting caught up with that.
So that why, you know, that why in Luke he said plenty men desire to see the day of the Lord. And they will not see it.
Yeah, they will not see
it. Don't try to dictate the pace. Don't try to dictate the father pace.
Because you go outside the teaching that next year is the year and next year don't need to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, we really want to see. Because at the end of the day, when you read, I think it's Luke 16 or Mark 16, it says, for them that say and cry, the Lord will avenge them fast, and so forth. The days go quick for the elect's sake. But at the end of the day, you have to bear your burden too. It's not just so, because when you read the scripture, prophecies are play out. You understand? So what if next year come and the trip can be full mandatory and 2020 retreat? What doctrine are you going to teach?
Yeah, so that's what we want to teach.
And you know they proud, when they come and say well they was wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
and next thing for the men are teaching the 400 years, they go into the book of Enoch and the book of Joshua. And the next one, and the next book called the Apocalypse of Abraham or something like that. And that is the one that talk about the 400 years. And they try to teach that, but at the end of the day, I have an article here to prove that wrong.
To make sense.
Yeah, because they want to go into the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? Now this is something from CNN, and this is what Esau do, because at the end of the day, is Esau tampered with all them books. Yeah, we not saying no it had books that thing in it. But what we have here, you all even understand fully. You know, you all even understand fully. Right? This is this here is the yeah man. This here is an article from CNN, right? This here is it say the Bible Museum says 5 of its Dead Sea Scrolls are fake, and 5 of the Dead Sea Scrolls is what GOCC and so forth and they're reading. You understand? So you're teaching something false. Fake news.
Yeah, because them books are once it's not lining up with the scriptures, once it's not lining up with the Bible in the first place, it's off. That's why a partner man was telling me about IOSP UK or some kind of shit, so right? Them teaching them about mermaid and all these kind of mad thing, buddy.
Real fairy tale thing,
Real fairy tale thing, you know? So that's why they could come and say no, Esau could be saving the kingdom. But and they don't even understand why Esau was created from the scriptures itself. So how you could say that?
And to show that in the book of Enoch, I think in the book of Enoch, see the mediator is Tanuel. Who the hell is Tanuel? Who is Tanuel? They doesn't show they go into so much of books and they don't even understand the one they have right in front of them. You understand? We have what we need here. Give me Revelation 2 verse I think it's 22 or 23 would say hold to what thou hast learned at.
Yeah, you know I feel when the that shape, they see unicorn, they wasn't even understand. When they say that unicorn, was it big for two.
So I cast into a bed.
I want you to hear the 1 Corinthians 59, I believe.
Yeah, Benny Corinthians first, I know that one.
25. Remember Revelation 2 verse 25 and you bring us outside.
This is Revelation 2 verse 25.
Yeah, that's right.
But that which he have already, hold fast till I come.
Yeah, hold fast till we come. The way I have, hold fast till we come. And we are this. We are these scriptures here. What we being taught from your apostles, hold that. Don't go beyond that. Go beyond that. Some men just want to go so deep, they fall off. They want to go so deep, they don't go beyond. You understand? It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Yes, men want to make themselves look like apostles and look like elders and so forth. But never just want to who we are. At the end of the day, you could go into all of that and you could play a plane on top of somebody else and you need to be saved. But the man you're playing over, he could be saved. You understand? So at the end of the day, that's what we have.
And that's like what if I really go through the scriptures as brother is saying, right? Is that they would see certain examples for reproof, for correction, for examples, you understand? So they would see that we because correct the Ezra, the clock Ezra, and let me we ask all this not important here one.
Yeah, can.
You understand? So you would learn to understand that this is just enough now, like.
Bring it piece up.
Yeah, these are 1 Corinthians 13 verse 9. He say, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. Right? Because as brother said, this is just enough. This is just enough. This is what we need right now. We got to think more and instead of confuse yourself, instead of tap yourself.
No, that scripture say it make it wise unto salvation.
That is it,
It's a break is right unto salvation. So when you know the whole truth from the scriptures,
Yeah.
we don't have to go in another book to see the truth.
We're not going to Joshua, we're going to
No.
go back and so forth because scripture say we have an unction and spirit to know all things. And understand, and we don't know all things, it's what's written in front of us already. Why even going to a book that going to lead you astray? You understand?
What the Most High tell Ezekiel? He the rule.
In the road.
What John say in the angel hand? Now rule? Now the scriptures? They never say he the rule and go and look for other books. He the rule.
There's Ecclesiastes 12 verse 12. It says, and further by these, my son, be admonished for making many books there is no end. And much study is weariness of the flesh. So yes, it are making many books, there are millions of books outside here. And there are millions of books that want to go that correspond with the scriptures, but they can't. Because you know what? These scriptures these precepts go hand in hand. Yeah, Apocrypha and go hand in hand.
Isaiah 34:16.
But
This Sirach 3:21. He says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee.
Yeah.
You just search out things that are above thy strength.
yeah, those sorts of things are above your strength. You understand? We want to go into the mermaid and the 400 years and so forth, and you all even understand history. And you all even checking all the dates, because when the brothers started cut them now with the date, you jump on the ball, after they know and taking all the business, but then they contradict himself because you're teaching something off. You understand? And then they want to go so deep, and they're not even outside in the streets waking up the people. You understand? Or they don't even want to come on the garment, or they just want to wear a jersey when all of their shiki and so forth and realize it. Feel all they make it.
Look at that. You even a simple breakdown like who salvation is for.
Yeah.
They jump into
Took 400 years and jumping into
that doesn't make no sense.
Baby says milk,
Yeah.
then meat. Them don't understand the basic stuff.
And a big camera don't understand the basic GLCC. How you can teach that Esau going to be safe, so then you denounce the book over there. You book over there get denounced in GLCC. You understand?
Entire book just dedicated for Esau.
And yeah, there's a book that's dedicated for Esau. I do a video and I follow that teaching that Job best friend was a Edomite. And he was living in the land of Oz and so forth, and he's a Edom, you know. And that's to show you that GLCC men really go off. They go beyond any other camp would have. You understand? They go beyond. That's not they go teach Superman gonna fly, they're gonna save them. Because some kind of fairy tale thing. You understand? They are not teaching the Lord coming on a unicorn. You understand? I want to be in a follow, not just saying something, you know? That way it is.
Please up here.
Yeah, just a quick precept here. There's John 7:16. Jehovah Shai answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. Right? And if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of power or whether I speak of myself.
I know that's straight cut statement there, because who is you to override what the father say?
It's not his own.
And it's not even your side could not even override your words. So who is you to come and change up Obadiah's brother and how say?
And in order to know the truth, we gotta go to the scriptures in order to prove to anybody what is a sin. You go to the scriptures. We just not speaking out our mouth. Yeah, we go break it down. We go teach and explain the scriptures, but we're not going to tell you something out of the scriptures and just say what by Esau going to get saved and leave it just so. Esau can't get saved, and we could prove that through the scriptures and over there. We could show you that Esau is wicked. You understand? We could show you that who the Israelites is. We could show you the RFID chip through the scriptures. You understand? That we could do, and any was they teach the truth, whether you like it or not. Or what they say in Ezekiel, whether they hear or forbid. You understand? That it is what it is.
Can't say it is the Most High, which is his word. He said he hate Esau. Malachi say he hate Esau. Can you come back there? That is it.
Even if Malachi say he go leave the land or waste, you know. So then Malachi was an idiot for saying that.
He just say that just for so.
He just say that just for so.
You know what I mean about?
So who's the yeah, your phone on there? No, your phone here. Look up the meaning of the word heathen.
But even in Hebrews, he says it's a place of repentance.
Even if the sort of even when it's serious.
Then Lord say blessing. We have he blessing.
Heathen.
They don't read that.
You see that was showing so you know what I remind me about Ak? You know when they read first Maccabees 1, they say wicked men out of Israel. Who so love the heathen to come and make a covenant with them?
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking like. You know, you're making a covenant so them could come in the kingdom too now.
Yes, Master.
And the precept there, the John, the Isaiah 34,
Yeah. 34, where did it tell that?
16.
Yeah. He said, this is Isaiah 34 verse 16, he says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Right out of the book of the Lord. The book of the Lord as well. The scriptures, the Bible.
Can.
You know, the whole Bible with Apocrypha.
Can.
Continue. Huh?
He said, no one of these shall fail, none shall want to omit,
Yeah.
for my mouth it had commanded.
Right, none of it will fail and nobody want to make like what? It have no other book could be compared to the Bible.
Can.
You understand?
Yeah. He said, for my spirit it had gathered them.
The Most High Spirit has gathered these scriptures. So that's why I really have to have the Spirit of your house right, to actually sup with you to understand the scriptures. Because it has no other book could match this Bible.
Can.
You understand?
Yeah, because like a city, like how the scripture city heathen will be destroyed. When you look at the word heathen, it means a foreign nation. So that means they're not of Israel. That's the concordance. You understand? A foreign nation or somebody not of your nation, and that's why heathen is. Because in the idea, if we say Israelites, so then who is the heathen the Lord coming to destroy? If matter of fact, so that if we're teaching everybody is Israelites, so then who is the heathen? So because the word heathen means of a foreign nation. So who is the foreign nation? Who is the foreign nation?
It's already trying to mix up everybody,
So as I say, boy, that GOCC have a worldly concept of the scriptures. They're very carnal.
No, most of the other camps that link with the government have already carnally taught doctrine.
Can.
You understand? So we know at the end of the day, to be carnally minded is death.
That's it.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, we can't even say the whole of Israel going to say because some of them face that death. At the end of the day, when you read the scriptures, the blood, when Pilate asks him, hey, but this man, boy, nothing in him, boy. He said, Barabbas. They were Barabbas, man. We tell me about Barabbas, man. The truth are robber. You understand? And when Pilate say, wash your hands, he said, the blood of this man will be on all you and all the children and so
I want to say, that's so wicked have to say, and here, then I want to say, yeah, the blood will be on me and we children.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Jake.
And to show you that is this. And to show you this to show you that is the spirit in a Jake because when an innocent man die, they don't protest, they do nothing. But they are well-known killer, a well-known robber, a well-known raper die in the area and they're blocking up the street. They do all that and that is to show my son will do that. Yeah. That is to show you how wicked Jake is. So how could we say we come outside there for all of them? Nah. Some of them have to face that death. Some of them, the only way some of them go and end up in that kingdom is through that fire. That the Lord say he come to rebuke them with his flames, show them chariots and so forth. Right? And what we're going to see is the original horror day. You know, people that talk about Halloween. Halloween is the most terrifying day in the year, all sort of shit. No, that shit. The most terrifying day is when the Lord come back. Because when you read Nehum say when the Lord come with the lightnings and so forth, people will be running on the streets. They will be running on the streets.
Exactly, I'm going to like to talk about
Yeah. According to Joel talk about that, Joel talk about that, and which one after Joel talk about that too, I think it's Habakkuk talk about that too. Habakkuk talk about that the day too. They are dreadfully. The Lord say they are darkness and not light.
Malachi.
That is what we want to see. We're not talking about no peace. We're not talking about peace.
I don't know what's all here really tough, First season really make it hard for me to imagine that. Imagine murderers as the ones who gain actually the love now, boy. Because man defending them. Because the murderers still trying to help, you know? They're still trying to feed now. Imagine wicked people feeding the owner. Watch out, you still make it hard. You're actually doing good. And that's fair. They say, most I say, it pleases him. When they suffer for righteousness, when you do good and you suffer, that pleases him because imagine that. You're doing good and it's like, hey, this is worse, boy. You know, the Bible, the watching you was, yeah. Everything ready to show you.
Yeah, I see when the 5 men that gone down in the news the other day, the boy in there is good fellas. And Gary Griffith come and he say good fellas, but the proof in the police vest. He say he will outgun them out.
There are pictures with the Jake.
As we checks, we like wickedness.
There are pictures with the Jake and them with big gun and so forth. So at the end of the day, why you even protesting and doing that? They're wicked men. they're the same men who robbing and killing and stuff.
That's not funny, eh?
Everybody, WhatsApp, everything, showing everybody pictures and people gone. And that's it. They are post of that. But you know, they won't send a picture of us holding Bible.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere.
The Mosai really curse me. When I read Deuteronomy 32 is a very heavy chapter. No? When the Mosai say he take away face from me, boy. You see what the latter end going to be. Jake's wickedness just multiply from there, boy. Just multiply. You don't even have to look out for Esau in the street, you know. You have to look out for our own Jake trying to kill you.
You won't bother.
And the scripture said that they like the night. They love the night, they love to stay in the so for a night Jake. And what Jake loved that darkness.
They ain't gonna sleep at all.
At the end of the day, they have no light in them. The only light that have in this world is the man that also they preaching the truth. Like the true man and the Lord, that's the only light that have. But scripture say, don't hide the light, don't hide that now, because we're supposed to be showing the light unto them.
Hey.
You know?
And I say one guy, you know what? Because that's too, they talk about pride of their honor. Right? Hey, Yahushua didn't come and to glorify himself. Come and to glorify the Most High. And he said he sent them into the world as the Father sent him to glorify the same, to glorify Yahushua in him. You understand? So hey, this is not for your glory, this is not for your own glory. If you become a teacher, you know I need to puff up on you. It's just like, don't get any man at all. You know? This is the Lord glory. You ever try to bring glory for yourself.
That's like what you say to the do a video that say for the men that are above men, don't feel that you is a it man. You feel he is it. That's just not what it is.
And yeah, because I just talk about they use the clip for maliciousness.
You know, and at the end of the day, you could be played as righteous as you could be in front of men, but behind the closed doors is a wicked man. You know? And that doesn't show you what it is.
We talk about doing this that we shall see the greater condemnation be not many masters. You understand? Masters, you know, masters will be really poor, you know, who are first in command, second in command. You understand? Be not many masters, do that you shall receive the greater condemnation. Because here what? The higher position, on this man up, Uncle Ben tells Peter, exactly. You understand? So hey, when you play the fool, that office especially, hey, you have to be spick and spam. You understand? Now you only have one decision. Because hey, he's an Israelite, and you follow about Shabbat and Shai. When you pick up this garment, you do that stuff. When you have it on,
Inside the walk, you walk.
exactly. One right to 24.
Yeah, because
it's a prophet 24. You say 24, exactly.
If I could just add to what you're saying there, because now we're going back to what point of the old man. When people read them scriptures, they don't really grab the depth side, you know. If of the old man like that too, in that aspect, is your whole life had to change around, you know? Your whole everything, your whole appearance towards people and all. You understand? People are supposed to be seeing you as like a sheep, because the most I say send you out as a sheep, right? Send you out as a sheep. You're going to be alone now. All the time you was in the world, you was rolling with people, but now people seeing you by yourself. You understand? So everything had to change. Everything had to change.
When you say repent,
you know, so that's why we just vessels, boy. That's why a man should never glory in this. Because we just vessels. We just vessels using for our Bashem Yoshai. At the end of the day.
Some vessels is on and some is onto the sun. It's not something that man why, but and it's like somebody say, prayer, you don't use it for the left hand side. I hear you said already, I come across that precept.
Yeah, that precept was saying that the Lord pray that let the Lord something it was right, and I tell you, I can't remember at the moment, but it's something like that.
Yeah. That's serious thing because hey, you don't want this stuff to know the truth now and until I start to scoff, but you realize most of them who already come follow the scoffing on the elders, who was one of the teachers. And imagine that when you go and right, you're in this office, then I can put your hand to the crowd, and I say until back now, you get kicked out. Because you get caught on the side of scoff. What do you think is your judgment? You don't start to prosecute me. How so your judgment can be going?
you get church. They say, man, they must have a good, they must have a
She bad. No, you say grapes.
Yeah.
All the grapes sing again. Now it takes me again.
Magic.
Yeah, that Jake behavior, once they can't get something them way.
One time.
You know, everybody is wicked.
Bad stuff.
And that's why the scripture said it's impossible for them to come back.
Say the scripture say the revolt of God.
Yes.
I want to go back into the day of the Lord here. This is Habakkuk 3 from verse 1. They say a prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet upon Shaganath. They say, Yahweh, oh Yahweh, I have heard thy speech. That's what I said.
Jake again I saw. So what Jake?
They say, oh Yahweh, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. So that was Habakkuk praying unto the Lord. They said, I have heard thy speech and afraid. So what was Habakkuk afraid for? A man of the Lord. Why would a man of the Lord be afraid? Because at the end of the day, the scripture says supposed to fear the Lord. But these churches and these churches and these people out there, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you you're supposed to fear the Lord. You understand? But Habakkuk was saying you're supposed to fear the Lord. He said, oh Lord, I heard thy speech and I was afraid. You know? He said, oh Yahweh, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. Oh Yahweh, revive thy work in the midst of the years, make known in wrath, remember mercy. And he was telling him, hey, Habakkuk, I pray the Lord saying, hey, anytime I hear wrath, remember mercy, right? Because he don't know, he already get that vision, he don't know the destruction to come. He don't know the destruction to come. He say, by in that time of that wrath, when you come, hey, remember mercy, Father. Remember mercy, so if my Lord asking for mercy, who's you that be wicked? Who's you that be wicked?
Because you see what happened to you?
Yeah, it's a God came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. So where is the Lord's glory? Now the chariots, that is the Lord's glory. It said that covered the earth. That covered the earth, right? And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. It said before him went pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. So they tried to shoot them beams and sticking them and so forth, shooting all these things to destroy this place.
Mars thing, Mars.
Huh?
Mars attack.
Mars attack. That was the old movie. They come down. Yeah. It's before him, it say he stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. So wait a minute, asunder is what? Asunder means to separate. And asunder didn't show how the Lord come and deal with this place, right? It say and the everlasting mountains were scattered. So the destruction the Lord come and do is scatter the mountains. Them big Mount Everest and so forth will be scattered. Them things will be falling and so forth. That is what he coming to do.
And that's the art we're saying. That's why the scripture said the Lord go move out of his position now, like I attack a Junction. So like that's like Trinidad here. Trinidad might even be on this path again. After when the Mosai finish, the earth gonna look at a completely different place, you know.
Yeah, so that's to see what I say, you know, how the destruction, how dread it will be. The flood they get, and a Kuruka, who was in the flood. And he say when he reach home, he placed us in that flood that he say, and in no time that water. He say he went awake and in no time that water was sudden. So can you imagine the destruction of the Mosai? Suddenly water raised upon them, he said they couldn't move everything to that flood.
And as I say sudden, what the scripture says, the Lord shall come like a thief in the night. No onion about a thief that just reach upon you. You understand? At time you do nothing. So you don't know a thief, you don't know when a thief coming. So as it says sudden, you're gonna be caught with your pants down. That what the scripture say for us, and this was pertaining to us, is that when he come, make sure he's not the servant that he gets slacking by. Make sure he's a servant doing the work. You understand? Make sure he's not that wicked servant that when he comes, he caught him beating your servants.
Yeah.
Meaning that they don't care. You understand? That was a matter. Understand?
You see, when the Lord come, that they will be ashamed now, boy. They will have confidence that he come in now.
Yeah.
You understand? Because as brother say now, you know that why story every time I have shot and you know this glory you win. He said nobody know the time. Because if men already know the time, that shot change. At the last, that change. So the man who sincere, it will be inconstant because they don't know. You understand? That way tell you, no man know the time on the hour now, boy. So you want to be that constant. You don't know if it can be tomorrow. You don't know when.
Be prepared
So
all the time.
you always exactly. You always.
All
have to
right,
know.
that
So
I am.
It's not a surprise when it comes. If you won't be surprised. You understand? You fancy and down.
Read Matthew 24.
Because the elect will be what? The elect will have the mind of Yahushua. You understand? So they will be doing, we trying to be the hope for the elect here. You know, this is a sacrifice, you know. A sacrifice and then you present yourself as a living sacrifice. You won't be bothered with what the world has to say. You could be in tune to Yahushua.
And I'm finding piece of place.
Go ahead, yeah, read it out.
So John 2:28, he said, I'm now little children, abide in him. Right? I abide in the Lord by constantly in the scriptures. And I start doing the will. Because if you really go out on the streets, right? What's the example? Anyhow, shall I set the example? To give you an example, what we supposed to do? How you going to be the example? To be an example, you have to be seen. To be an example, you have to be seen. You can't be hidden. To be an example.
And then to your action.
Exactly. So, you know,
So you among your partner and them, your partner go on football, they're picking up pork, they ask you where you get your pork and you just tell them.
and why?
Yeah. So the next question and then you tell
Exactly.
them.
So, you know, he say, abide in him that when he shall appear, we may have confidence and not be ashamed before him at his coming. Or you going to be ashamed? Only way you can be ashamed is if you know you was not saved, if you know you wasn't poor, if you know you was on shit exactly. But the one just like when an exam come, and if you didn't study, why are you going to be frightened? Wait, boy, exam is so. After for results, you're frightened. But if you study, you confident.
When you study the football bomb scare.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that.
Or you know when you get in trouble, like that's some bacchanal.
Yeah.
And I come on police, your police stop, you confident to come on because you know, hey, I
I
ain't
know
nothing to do with
nothing.
it. You know, you understand. You understand? But you want to go and be ashamed as you wicked. You understand? You wicked going to be ashamed.
And they know, you know. They know.
You know that?
Yeah.
Give me the Matthew.
This is with Matthew 24, starting from 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord God come.
Yeah, so you don't know what the Lord going to come. You know, as I say, you want to be caught with the pants down. You know, if the Lord coming to move mountains and so forth. So then, you want to be doing the best thing you could be doing when the Lord come, and that is what? Abiding in Him. Right? Well,
Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come,
yes, it'd be good man to know if you didn't know how time our thief come, what our thief going to come in. Alright, so you know, this bandit coming 11:30 tonight. But
in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
yeah, because you know what, you know that this person coming to do you harm. So you know what you gonna do. You know this person coming to do you this. You'll be aware. You'll be looking because you don't know. Hey, this gonna happen. It's the same way gonna happen with the Lord. If all didn't know the time, if all didn't know the Lord coming 2018 November the 1st, all they would have been start to do the work before.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's like when you say you wicked and adulterous, who are the one from the destruction to come?
Yeah.
You understand? They'll come last minute now,
Yeah.
but okay, good Lord, boy, yeah, boy.
And I'm watchman, and knowing Jakes, if you get them a date, hey,
Yeah, they're gonna
if you come in March 21st, you can get the whining and dancing and drinking them, and
That why
21st,
that why
about a sorry.
That why teachers us give
Yeah.
you, that why teachers give you a pop quiz just out of the blue also, you know.
To make sure that
To make sure you're
know
always
the work,
active, you're doing the work, you know.
Yeah, to make sure you know. Because some people will study just for the exam, because
Just
they
for
know
the
the exam is
exam.
December.
But I mean, when I know when my teacher tell me, well, hey, when I used to go to school, my teacher tell me, hey, May the 21st exam starts, and I revise in May the 20th.
Exactly.
Everybody come out the fair, something.
Understand?
So you say,
Yeah, I mean,
if you know
I'm telling you,
when the most time,
the night before, I mean, I used to pass, but I'm saying that doesn't show you the kind of lack of discipline mindset Jacob.
and the same thing here, if you know when the most time coming, then you
Yeah, some can't do it. You understand? But that doesn't show you the example of how Jakes is. So if the Lord had told he coming this day, they would have prepared themselves the day before.
Exactly.
You understand?
Nobody
No, they ain't know.
As they ask you about ashes, Carnival Monday and Tuesday, the whining and glory.
Yeah.
Ash Wednesday, the church like nothing at all. Shit.
Hey, what you answer the machine? You know? Fake, yes.
Where that?
Verse 44. Therefore, be ye also ready,
For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler of his household, to give them meat in due season.
That's right.
46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yeah, because you know what, the Lord set us as watchmen over them, so we're supposed to be watching over them. It's the same we're supposed to be giving them the meat, and the meat is what going into the scriptures and so forth. And breaking all the scriptures, and that is what we're supposed to be doing. So like, it had a video with one of Nate men. Kind of, he wanted to shut up the apostle saying, he always make the brothers do videos. But at the end of the day, it's because at the end of the day, we're doing the Lord's will. And I stand to keep to feed. He said to feed them. Who is the wise and faithful servant that feeding the Lord's people? And that's coming from the apostles of GMS, coming straight down. Who else does feed? No. Except the camps that are affiliated with GMS too, like Menaval and so forth. The rest are brothers and them who are affiliated with them. They do the same thing too. They feed every day too. You understand? But I talk about like Nate and them. They don't feed. So them is not the faithful and wise.
But any day too. If you're not taking on GMS, why not bother you? If we do 100 videos, that should bother you.
But the spirit does deal with the apostles and them so strong that the video is not ready. The videos benefit us and itself, you know. Because sometimes a man when has 0 views and videos and things, but you know what? You're studying, that's showing you're studying and you're remembering precepts. You're pulling precepts so you're getting the understanding.
And don't ever do bare minimum. Don't ever do bare minimum when it comes to the Lord work. You know, so not just because Apostle Dar said do 3 videos. Do more. Do more because you could do more. You choose not to do. And at some end, the scripture says for the faithful and wise that feed, you know. Well.
Verse 47. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming.
That's what the evil servant saying in his heart, no, hey, the Lord delayed his coming. But just remember, before that, the Lord said, them not watch and do the will of the Lord. He said, go, you go make him a ruler over his goods, you know. And then the elect. That's basically the elect the Lord talking about, because them going to do the Lord's will, right? But he said the evil servant, go ahead.
That's why, and I just remind you, what you now say, you see all them other Israelite groups, they delay the Most High coming in. They're not talking about no destruction. They're not talking about the kingdom fall. They're not talking about the Most High coming back, nothing. You understand?
Yeah, good. 49. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with drunken.
Yes, he said of gay, he said one drink. You know, we can do this by, we can do that. Go online. When the Lord ain't coming now by you, are you about that by you? You can fix yourself before. You know? That kind of mindset, man, is being that Jake mindset.
That can I remember when the Christians they keep saying they was like coming. Of course, we know they're coming, right? But they're crying wolf basically for them people, children. And even the people in the streets. There was a time when everybody was rushing because they said, how much donkey years ago? And afterwards, like, come in, man. So that now, when we come out now and say, come in now, they're taking me like, I hear that long time.
Now we say, since the fathers fell asleep, they hear the Lord coming from the master and come down.
So that's why I say, woe unto you who lost patience.
Verse 50. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he look not for him.
Yeah, so the day the Lord will come in and look for him. So if you're looking for the Lord in the next 2 years, he will come the next 3. Or he will come before. You know what I said? The scripture said not even the angels know. Yeah, not even the angels know. But so we remember at the end of the day, we is a
yeah, you're cut off the feet.
Cut it off.
Right. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of.
Yeah.
51, and shall cut him asunder.
Shall cut him asunder means destroy him. In a son, that wicked servant will be destroyed, because you know what? That way it is. The Lord not going to play with you all, you know.
and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, do we what?
There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Do we what?
Weeping and gnashing of
Yeah.
teeth.
Weeping and national teeth as men going and cry. Men going
Yeah,
and
because
bawl.
and just the way after what you were saying earlier, man might think go have no more prophets on the streets anymore.
right.
And I when they go know it had a prophets among them. Because it go be the when I read Luke, I think it Luke 18, it says the most I come back so he find faith on the earth. So I go have faith on the earth when the family of the word here. If they go have no faith. And they're going to be looking so for me. They're going to be, the scripture said they're going to be going back and forth from thing to thing to find answers.
From sea to sea, from north, from north, you know.
To find answers.
And the thing about it is just how faith coming. By here, and the word, so once the word they cut off, then what? They can't hear it. Because the language was barren of faith.
Barren of faith.
And to
So the scripture says when he also come back, shall he find faith? The thing will have none. The thing will have none.
Now in the streets, look, the YouTube crash.
Yeah.
Once, for example, look, it was just a
that is it. Wood done it off.
wood gone one day.
I know some people can't function without internet now.
But when YouTube went off, there's an article calling people zombies because they was panicking.
Yeah.
They said they never see people get on so. People was God, think like it was you know.
Because they don't program. When they walk in the program so when they hold the program.
Internet, imagine internet.
Yeah, I know, but I'd say that.
At least we go up in an era when we didn't have the internet, not we play pitch and thing. You know?
Like I was talking to somebody here and they say, well, how you don't be on the phone, sir? How you don't think? I say, well, at the end of the day, I say, I grew up in the bush. We really grew up with this. I grew up with fishing, I grew up with hunting and things. You telling me about?
Yeah.
I grew up with telling me about phone and things. I don't like to talk, this sort of message on phone and start small talk and things. You understand? I go back to the saying, right? Yeah. This Habakkuk 3, verse 6. It says, he stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. Let's imagine that the everlasting mountains were scattered. And mountains that was unmovable. We're talking about here, mountains that ain't going to move, the Lord coming to move. You understand? And say, his ways are, like say, the perpetual hells did bow, his ways are everlasting. They say, I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of the Midian did tremble. You understand? And what we going to see? That's what we're going to see. We're going to see these lands and then move. We're going to see America be destroyed to the wickedness that they're doing. You understand? They say, was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? So then Habakkuk asks, now, was the Lord displeased against the rivers? But what do the rivers do you, right? You understand? He said, was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was there anger against the rivers? So the Lord didn't spare nothing. You understand? It says, was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation? Thy bow was made quite naked, according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy word, Selah. Thou didst cleave the earth with rivers, the mountains saw thee, and they trembled. The overflowing of the water passed by, the deep uttered his voice, and they lifted up his hands on high. That is a straight, the kind of destruction the Lord going on it. When the beam and made them water, you see it in the movies, how they cover lands and so forth. You know, moving that what Habakkuk say, you're displeased with the rivers, Lord? You're displeased? Yeah, would the river do it, right? Because they just come to wipe everything out.
Yeah, blood divided lies. He come to cleanse everything. Everything won't be cleansed.
Everything come out of rag.
So that the mountains so deep and they trembled, the overflowing of the water passed by, the deep uttered his voice and lifted up his hand on high. The sun and moon stood still in their habitation, and the light of thy arrows they went. They say, and at the shining of thy glittering spear. He said, thou didst march through the land in indignation, thou didst stretch the heathen in anger. Remember the Lord see come out in your nation, now we going to please the film destruction.
That's right.
You understand? That's what we're dealing with. So the Lord, they said, thou didst march through the land. So when the Lord coming through the land, he coming with peace. He coming with indignation. You understand? So when he coming through, how he going to please with you? They be real, especially them that had a microchip. The Lord say, he going to please with them in the nation.
Revelation 14 with all mixed there.
And they just stretch the heathen and anger. So when he trust the heathen, so who is the heathen? How everybody can be Israel? So who is the heathen? There's a question for all of them. Or just a count that teaching Esau could be saved. Who is the heathen?
Can. Just to back you up there, and somebody get Psalm 47 quick. Real quick, just to back up what the brother now city.
When you get that,
Sorry,
Yeah.
real quick.
Why not? That's what
It's Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Darkness and not light.
Not light. And when you, as if a man did steal from a lion, if a man did steal from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned on his hand on a wall and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, so you're not going and get away.
There's no way.
There's no way you're going to get away because you don't think of the plead with all flesh always get in your head. He come with the plead with all flesh. All. Then say some, he didn't pick and choose from the plead all flesh.
And
Right?
let me finish it.
Go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
So challenge there, thou the Lord, thou Habakkuk say now, is that when he walk into the land, it's through indignation. Right? Go ahead.
Even very dark and no brightness in it.
And no brighter sun because when his chariots cover up the sky and so forth, what light they go and see? X of the beams has become known for no chariots.
Jumping on to 24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
Yeah, let judgment run as waters. Right? And that doesn't show how much judgment going to take place. Because
Come on, 47,
Give me an example last week.
To make an example,
Nothing to stop.
yeah, nothing to
And
stop
judgment
water.
coming on as water.
So if he's saying judgment coming on like waters, nobody going to spare.
Nobody.
Okay, can't stop water. What Bruce Lee say, right? Be like a little water. You understand? You mean?
Yeah, because even the Most High God had these creatures coming out to kill people, you know, and these wild beasts.
Yeah, he mentioned that. You understand? Well done.
I mean, bring it down there.
This Psalm 47:1 say, "Oh, clap your hands, all the people, shout unto the Most High with the voice of trumpet."
And when they say all the people, what the brother was saying is all Israelites. It's only Israelites, not all everybody on the earth now, boy. You understand? Continue.
He say, "For Yahweh, the Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth.
That's how we done. He what? He what?
He is a great king over all the
No.
earth.
Go back.
Yeah.
For the Yahweh, Most High is terrible.
He's what?
Terrible.
Because even Ezra, even Sirach say what, my Lord, Lord is a terrible Lord.
Yeah.
You understand? And even in His Corinthians say, no, in the terror of the Lord we persuade men.
Amen. Can.
That is show the prophets know that the Lord is not somebody to play with.
Can.
You understand? Say no, in the terror of the Lord.
But he's saying he's love.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not. Even I think it's
He
an
love everybody.
even Moses say even Moses say something like that too. The Lord is terrible. And it's not even say Moses say the Lord is a Lord of war. What Lord of war is, boy? He dies some in peace.
Man of war.
Man of war. You understand?
Right.
He say, "For the Lord, the Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth.
Yeah.
He shall subdue the people under us."
Who is the people he's subduing under us? If everybody is Israelite.
It's us.
Who is the us?
Who is the us?
And who is the people he's subduing? When I look up the word subdue, it means to make forcefully or take forcefully then. You understand? That's slavery.
Take all
That's
force.
slavery. Yeah, that's slavery talking about it. So how everybody could be saved? Who is the us? The us is the Israelites, the righteous.
And the people
And the people is the who? The heathens, the other nations.
Second is just 6:56. That we don't write on me.
Yeah, that's finished. That's finished. That's finished. That's finished.
He say, "He shall subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet."
The nations under our feet.
Something here quickly.
Alright.
He's talking about you know how his wrath come. There's a quick thing from the Egypt times, Exodus 12:23. When the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel, on the two sides of the post, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses. And so when he come in as the destroyer to clear
God.
everything, right? So come in here in Jeremiah 4:7. The lions come up upon his ticket
And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Can.
The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
So at the end of the day, I always use a scripture to cut the Gentiles topic and so forth. But you can even use it to say like, who's the destroyer then? So then
Who's the
if you're
destroyer?
saying he comes to destroy, that means he's not coming with peace.
Exactly.
You understand?
He is going forth from his place to make thy land desolate.
To make it what?
Desolate.
No, he's going to plant a garden and make it back fruitful. See, coming to make the land desolate, that means to destroy it, to make it a wasteland.
Can.
Right?
Yeah,
Well,
and simply say, and thy city shall be laid waste
Wasted.
without inhabitants.
yeah. But them think that waste is garbage.
Same thing what they asking there. You come into play and talk.
Yeah.
And
America will be one big desert. Only for foul birds.
they can't plant nothing there.
Yeah,
The land
and
is-
wild creatures will be living there. Yeah.
Right? It said, thou didst, Habakkuk 3 verse 12, it said, thou didst march through the land in indignation, thou didst stretch the heathen in anger, thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thine anointed. Right? And we know who so the Israelites to be anointed. Right? It said, and said thine anointed, thou would woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation onto the neck, Selah. Right? And desolate America. Because America is the head of the wicked. The Edomites is the head of the wicked and so on. And who did more wickedness than Esau? For these other, for Jews and so forth, there's teach Esau is that's some teach Esau is Ishmael, some teach Esau is Japhet.
Yeah.
Nah, Esau is these so-called white people because them do the most wickedness in the world.
Fine.
And it's them fit the script that's talking about Esau. Right? They say, though they strike through with his staff, the head of his villages, they came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. Thou didst walk through the sea with thy horses to the heap of the great waters. When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones. Let us show you the whole Habakkuk feeling when you see this destruction, when you're praying and so forth. You see quivering in the dog because Habakkuk was frightened. They say, into my bones I tremble in myself, and I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. I say, all of the fig trees shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines. The labor of the olives shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in Yahweh, and I will joy in God of my salvation. Right? The Lord God is my strength, and he will make my feet like hinds feet, and he will make me to walk upon my high places. To the chief singer on my string instruments. So even though the field gonna be desolate, and even though the field gonna bear fruit and so forth, Habakkuk say he will still give glory unto the Lord. And that is what we're gonna do even unto this day when we see the destruction to come. We're gonna give glory. All these people are passing and so forth, they don't have no care. They're gonna die no matter where they take it, whether you like it or not. Right? So anything? Right. So you know with that again, we give all praises to
Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakak, Kodash.
Right, once again, right, we give all praises to Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, right, which is the Father and Son name in Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, which is the original tongue. Right, we say double honor to the apostles and elders of great mercy and rule well, our teachers in this truth, and to all the brothers also they push the whole truth as the society day in and day out, constantly in season, out of season, building back the house of David, building back the temple like we did talk about before, which is the elect and so forth, right? We say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. And to the Pharisees, to the scribes that shall come back today, the rest of the camp teaching contrary to the doctrine, the rest of people teaching contrary to the doctrine, the Esau, the Edom, to the rest of heathens, we say what? Say dead to you all, right? Say dead to you all, right? So, right?
Come on,